So, haha, we're on this roll of trauma, aren't we? And like I said, the reason why we're talking about trauma so deeply is we all have trauma. Everyone. Because all trauma is an incident that has happened, that we have created a meaning to it or an interpretation to it, that we have put somewhere in us. For some people, they say, I feel the pain in my chest. I feel it in my head. It's somewhere, it's deposited somewhere in us that we keep reminding and replaying it over and over again, and it stays open and it stays hurtful. And we all carry some baggage, at least one thing that has a deep, hurtful meaning. For some people is abandonment. For some people is rejection. For some people, they didn't get their needs met as a child. For some people, they overgot it and it became a problem, right? Now, today, I want us to listen to the video that we're about to play and the angle at which he's come from it. He's talking almost as though it's trauma a generational curse, but I don't think it is. Listen to the video first and we'll come back and talk about it, okay?
Pain travels through families until someone is ready to feel it. For many of us, our generational curse is avoidance. We come from people who just act like it didn't happen. But pain demands to be felt. And somewhere along the line, a child will be born whose charge it is to feel it all. These are your shamans, your priests and priestesses, your healers. You call them mental health patients and label their power as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and the like. But these are the ones who are born with the gift of feeling. And as we all know, you can't heal the pain that you refuse to feel.
Yeah, isn't that true? You cannot heal the pain that you have refused to feel. Now, he mentioned a few ailments. He talked about bipolar disorders, depression, and this is us feeling. I want to add one more to it. Amnesia. Now, I know that it seems like amnesia or Alzheimer's is seemingly something that is negative. But what if there was a positive side to it? And listen to me on this. You know, with them, one of the major challenges they have is memory loss. They don't remember certain things, right? Or, sometimes you have to remind them of who you are every day. What if we took on life like that? What if every day, as the Bible says, that you are new every morning, and not just you, but every other person is new every morning. And so every day we reintroduce ourselves to ourselves as a brand new person. Do you think we're going to carry any trauma? Let's think about it together. You're not. That's the truth. You know why? Because yesterday doesn't exist. Today is all that exists. So today, I will deal with today as today. And I will eat, have fun, enjoy my life, and carry on with my life because I know tomorrow is going to be a brand new day. What if that's how God saw us? And we didn't have to go to God every day to say, forgive us for that adultery. Forgive us for that fornication. Forgive us for stealing. Forgive us, and reminding Him every day about it. What if God sees us fresh every day? And today we come, here we are, Father. Today is a blessed day. And we carry on like that, knowing that yesterday doesn't exist. So could there be a blessing in memory loss? I personally think so. Could there be a blessing in some of the ailments that people are talking about these days? I personally think so. And I also personally think that some of these kids that have come out with some of these so-called diseases might have been reacting to some of the trauma that we carried when we were carrying them. So how do we heal from them? One, that's fantastic. We're talking healing, we're talking feeling, we're talking dealing, we're talking all those things. But on the flip side, what if yesterday doesn't exist? God gave us, I say 6 gifts, and I'll just run through them. Our memory, our reasoning, our will, our intuition, imagination, and there's one more, it will come. But let's just focus on memory and imagination. Let's focus on those two. Now, your memory is something that happened in the past. It doesn't exist. Your imagination is something that will happen in the future. It also doesn't exist. Now, it's meant to be two things that are gifts that God has given us. So you remember all the great stuff, right? And to remember is you remember, you keep putting yourself back in that feeling of all the good things that happened. And then you also can now project an imagination into the future of all the great stuff that is meant to come. But what do we do with those two things? We remember all the terrible things that have happened to us. And then now project it into the future, saying, since it happened then, it can happen again. And so we stop our today from experiencing anything good because we have used those two gifts that God gave us against us. What if, once again, Alzheimer's or amnesia is a blessing? What if? What if every day I wake up and I look at my brand new day without any form of judgment at all? Or if I had a judgment at all, it would be today is going to be the best day of my life. What if I wake up and I see my husband and I'm just so in love with this guy by my side because I'm not thinking of all the things that he did, didn't do, couldn't do, couldn't did, all those things. And I'm just seeing him as a fresh guy. And he's doing the same thing to me as well. I walk out of my room and I go to see my children and I have only today's knowledge of a fresh human being in my life. And then everybody I come in contact with, I have that freshness and wholeness of who they are. How will the world be, guys? And this is a question I ask myself all the time. How would we relate to one another, knowing that my memory today will not be there tomorrow? What do I want to do today to make today the best day? Have you seen this film? I think it's called 50 First Dates. It was with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler, I think that's his name. And she had Alzheimer's or amnesia, one of those diseases or one of those ailments or one of those blessings. And every day she would meet him and she would not remember him. So every day he will reintroduce himself to her. They will have such a wonderful day. They would enjoy themselves. And the following day, he comes back again and starts all over again. What if? What if? Let's just think about it. That's what I'm saying. What if? What if that's the kind of life that we lived? We will not have trauma. We will not have resentment. We will not be angry. We will not be anxious. We will not be fearful. We will not be avoidant. We will not be all the things. We will not have to pretend to be something that we're not. There will be no competition. There will be no comparison. There will be no conflict. I won't need to forgive you. See all the great things that can possibly happen if we woke up every day believing that today is a brand new day and I am a brand new person. And so what is seen to be a disadvantage becomes an advantage. And then when we meet people who are going through some of these ailments, we start to see them in a different light. And we start to see them as opportune. We start to see them as blessed. We start to see them as, we start to be grateful for them. Because it's only the person that is alive that has problem. If you're not alive, you don't have problem. So they don't know any different. We think we know. We think we're at an advantage. But what if they actually are more at an advantage than us? And how can we put ourselves in a place where we feel advantaged or we feel supported by the universe? And we showed up every day in a brand new light, in a brand new personality, believing that others are brand new too. How would our world be? So try this out for the next 7 days. Decide that when you're going to sleep at night, tell yourself, today, everything that was painful, first of all, you can change it around. If anything upset you that day, you can recreate that story to what you really wanted and how you would have wanted that incident to play out. But tell yourself that tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm going to wake up brand new, believing that everybody and everything around me is brand new, leaving all my pain of today in today, and facing my tomorrow with more gratitude and with more optimism. Even if you try it out for the first 1 hour of your day. Or maybe that's too much, 30 minutes. Increase it to 1 hour. Increase it to 2 hours. Increase it to 5 hours. Every time you catch yourself going back to a memory of the past that is hurting you, because you will know, you will feel unease in your body. Tell yourself, no, that's a memory that is dead. I want to look towards using my memory for something positive. And then right now, I'm going to use my imagination to create something that is phenomenal and go straight into creating that thing that is phenomenal about that situation, and try that out for the next, don't try it, do it for the next 7 days and increase it to 14 days and keep increasing it, because whatever you can do in 7 days, you most likely can do for 2 weeks, and you can do for the next 3 weeks, and you can end up doing it for life. It's something that I'm doing as well at the moment. When I wake up, I just say to myself, today everybody's new. And so when I come, even in the space of people, I come with a fresh love. Try it out today and tell me how it goes for you. Love and light.